Hi friends, I'm Sapna Agarwal, Creative Director at Ansa Interiors, and today we are at Zynna with Ritesh ji, Principal, Designer and the Owner. और आज तो हम इनका पूरा स्टोर देखने वाले हैं and we'll see how much curtains has to offer. अभी तक हम ये सोचते थे curtains है, last में कर लेंगे, देख लेंगे. But when you see his collection, you'll really understand how much of thought goes into the curtains and window dressings. And thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity and putting us on the platform.
It's amazing to have you. As soon as I entered, मैंने इसको देखा था और मेरी नजर इससे हट नहीं रही है. What is this actually?
So it's very interesting. Normally जब आप fabrics की बात करते हो, खाली पर्दे की छवि आपके दिमाग में आती है कि ये curtain बन गया था. अच्छा. Here we became a little more interesting and थोड़ा creative हो गया. Zynna is all about creativity.
Yeah, that I know.
तो हमने इसमें क्या करा? हमने एक तो पहले fabric को ombre करा, जिसमें ऊपर से light नीचे से dark आता है. फिर हमने सारे fabrics को अलग strips को laser cut कराया. ऊपर एक जाली डेवलप कराई जिसके अंदर इसका फॉल आएगा, फॉल आएगा. हर एक पीस को नीचे ग्लास का वेट दिया और ऊपर एक लाइट दे दिया, तो एक शैंडलियर बन गया.
Amazing, and that's why it has this dance of shadow and light.
Yeah, so it's done very well for us, and it's a nice piece, and I'm glad it took your attention.
Yeah, no, it's very good. That's it.
Thank you so much.
So when it comes to curtains, I think you have a wide range to offer, and we'd really like to look at your store today. What is it that you create? What kind of fabrics? What kind of window dressings? What are the detailings you offer? So we'd just like to have a look at your showroom, and you can explain us what all you offer.
Certainly. So normally क्या होता है जब पर्दे की बात होती है तो एक पर्दा तो पर्दा ही है, जो मार्केट का एक एथो है.
Yeah.
ठीक है. And Zynna, why we are getting a little more successful, and thank you God for giving us that direction. Is because हमने कर्टन को थोड़ा और डिटेलिंग में ले लिया है, right? अब let's see a curtain behind you. अब बहुत सिंपल फैब्रिक है, it's a very inexpensive fabric, जो एक रेगुलर, it's not something out of the world, right?
Correct.
But हमने क्या करा है, कैलकाटा लेस को बहुत खूबसूरती से इस पे लगा दिया.
So three different laces
done very beautifully. It's not expensive, but it looks very
but it
detailed.
has such a significant value addition to it.
Absolutely. आप सोचिए आपके कमरे के अंदर एक बहुत बड़ी विंडो है, उसमें बहुत खूबसूरती से ये प्ले कर रहा है. It's subtle, it will not shout, it will just whisper, but it will talk very beautifully.
Correct, well said.
And it will match with all the other pieces of furniture. It'll support art, it'll support the carpet and
It's not
everything.
really so bold, but it's still
Ji.
there and still has that, slight bit of art
Detailing.
added to it. So it
So-
obviously talks. What else? What
So-
else
so,
do you
yeah.
have to offer?
So let's say now this is something which is a little more subtle. अब इस पे आपके you see for us we have to facilitate a client's taste.
Yeah, agree.
भाई आपको शौक है बहुत ज्यादा pop
Subtle
and show
area,
का,
pop and show. Those
किसी को लिनन पसंद है तो किसी को बहुत भारी सही पसंद है. Now that's why हमारी तो उंगलियां भी 5 अलग-अलग हैं.
True
तो
that.
clients हर तरह के आते हैं.
True that.
So if the previous one was a very light linen thing, if you see this is so detailed,
Yeah, more,
glossy, glitter, and इसमें भी हमने थोड़ा सा linen का feel दे दिया है. And we call it this the tuxedo. तो बहुत सिंपल है. एक तरफ फैब्रिक का एक अलग कलर है, एक तरफ फैब्रिक का एक अलग कलर है.
but it's looking so
And you can
pretty.
play with it so well.
Yeah, and you can play with so many colors, so many embellishments, and just it's like opening up the entire horizon of design.
Absolutely. And then the best is we personally don't support buying or selling a lot of expensive fabric. हम कहते हैं क्यों इतना महंगा कपड़ा खरीदो? Basic कपड़ा खरीदो, ज़ायना पे आओ, and we will create something beautiful.
Yeah, that actually, that gives a very personalized, customized taste to the client because फिर ऐसा लगता है हाँ कुछ special create किया है मेरे
That's
लिए.
right. That's right. कोशिश तो यही है.
What else?
So let's say we go ahead. अब जैसे यहाँ देखिए बहुत basic neutral fabric है. Neutral fabric के ऊपर हमने बहुत simple detailing कर दी है. अब it is so simple, it is so basic, yet
It is
it
so
catches the eye.
Yeah, yeah.
It catches the eye. So it's not necessarily that it has to be over the top loud.
True.
It can be very basic, yet जरूरी नहीं है कि
ये
शोर
देखिए
मचाना
अभी
है.
so eye catching कि बार-बार देखने का दिल करता है ना?
Thank you.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
And what about this curtain? It's so elegant yet so beautifully designed. मतलब इतना subtle combination है grey and off-white है, but it still speaks a lot.
So here what we have done is again fabrics are not very expensive. अब हमने sheer के ऊपर थोड़ा सा detailing देनी थी. And what we do out here is we make sure कि हर एक पर्दा ऐसा ना हो कि बिल्कुल दूसरे जैसा लगे. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप बॉटम में देखेंगे हमने हल्का सा फैब्रिक की ही डिटेलिंग देके वेट डाल दिया है ताकि उससे फैब्रिक बहुत अच्छा फॉल करता है.
बहुत अच्छी आई.
एंड जब कर्टन की बात करते हैं तो हमने एक कॉटन थ्रेड लेके ताकि हमें बहुत नेचुरल फील रखे. इट शुड नॉट लुक अननेचुरल. बट जब हम इस कॉटन थ्रेड को भी लगाते हैं तो इसको वॉश करके लगाते हैं.
So that it doesn't bleach the color.
It doesn't shrink.
Yeah,
You see, if you
okay.
put it in dry cleaning, अगर आप फैब्रिक वो बिना उसके इतनी छोटी सी डिटेलिंग है, पर अगर आप बिना धोए वो धागा लगा देंगे, वो shrink कर जाएगा.
हाँ, तो वो
So
एकदम
सारा
से
मुचड़
खींच
जाएगा
लेगा
वो.
fabric को.
So it's not just about design, it's about detailing and design.
Yeah, true that.
So then it all works.
And
out
that's
well.
why it's Zynna, na?
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and see.
Yeah.
What is this?
Okay, so this is we are welcoming. You see, we have already grown to Kolkata, we have grown to Guwahati, we have grown to Colombo, Imphal, Bhopal. We have now stores in 6 cities, and we have also opened up a representation in the US.
Okay.
तो हम partnership के लिए और लोगों को भी बुला रहे हैं that because we would want every city to start enjoying
Amazing.
what Zynna is doing, and let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see, inshallah. Why not?
Yeah, why not? It's always good to grow.
That's right. That's right.
What about these curtains?
अच्छा अब यहाँ देखिए एक बहुत सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट लिया है हमने. बहुत बेसिक है. इसमें ना तो एम्ब्रॉयडरी है, ना ही कोई प्रिंटिंग है, ना ही कोई पैचवर्क है.
It's just different fabrics.
It's just 3 fabrics. Only 3 fabrics, but they've been clubbed so well and layered up.
And story इतनी सुंदर है ना इसकी that it speaks in itself that there is something happening.
Absolutely. और जरूरी नहीं है कि अच्छा हम लेयरिंग में बहुत बिलीव करते हैं. तो I believe that curtains are not just a single layer. So you can create a lot of drama here. एक लेयर ये है, एक लेयर ये है, इसके आगे एक और लेयर है. तो कुछ ना करके बेसिक फैब्रिक लेके भी आप बहुत सारी डिटेलिंग क्रिएट कर सकते हैं.
Of course.
And that's the story of Zynna.
Yeah. Let's look at other things also.
Absolutely.
What is this? It looks so very interesting.
So when you're talking of curtains, it's not necessarily कि खाली कपड़ा है, right? We can use a lot of elements, and that's what again I'll say it's about the Zynna story. थोड़ा सा creativity आना चाहिए. So we have a new collection of chains and ropes.
Okay.
So here what we do is we do these rope curtains. Let's say आपने कहीं पे partition या कोई window है या कोई ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे थोड़ा ड्रामा क्रिएट करना है, वहाँ पे पर्दा नहीं डालना. So there we give these kind of.
There has to be a segregation, but still there has to be a transparency, and it just has to look.
And you want a little bit of a oomph, little bit of a wow factor.
Yeah.
कि हमने कुछ करा हुआ है interesting सा.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of these alternatives in window dressings also.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Let's look at other fabrics
Absolutely.
also.
अब आप यहाँ देखें, एक बहुत सिंपल एक फैब्रिक है जिसको हमने बेसिक प्लीटिंग करी हुई है, एंड जस्ट टू मेक इट लिटिल मोर इंटरेस्टिंग हमने हल्की सी डिटेलिंग ऊपर थ्रेड की कर दी है, बस. तो वो उससे क्या है कि थोड़ी सी क्रिएटिविटी आ जाती है, इट एड्स टू द लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ वाव फैक्टर. अब जस्ट बिहाइंड यू अगेन इट्स समथिंग वेरी सिमिलर, वेयर the same pleating has been done, same colors have been used, but the styling
is very different. Yeah, correct.
So the same fabric can be done so very well, and that's what
just
Zynna,
two fabrics, but they look so very different. I mean,
yes,
so
identical है कपड़े,
yeah.
कपड़ा identical है, सब चीजें same है, but इसकी treatment थोड़ी अलग सी है. That's about it.
Amazing. Let's talk about this.
Okay, so this is again when we're doing पहले तो treatment के बारे में बताता हूँ. अब normally नहीं, जो styling है.
Yeah.
अब कर्टन को हम बहुत अलग अलग स्टाइल से देख सकते हैं. विंडो ड्रेसिंग को कि आपने पर्दा बनाया, पर्दे के आगे पर्दा लगाया, या आपने ब्लाइंड पीछे लगाई, या आपने वैलेंस के साथ कैसे प्ले करा,
लेयरिंग कैसे
करी. अब जैसे हम यहाँ देख रहे हैं तो ये कर्टन के साथ एक शेयर कर्टन है. अगर हम वहां देख रहे हैं तो हमने ब्लाइंड के आगे शेयर कर्टन डाला हुआ है कि आपने ब्लाइंड ऊपर कर दी और आपने शेयर क्लोज करा, फिर भी आपकी विंडो इतनी सुंदर लगेगी. So now that is just
percolating the sunlight and still maintaining the privacy.
Absolutely. And here furthermore is the detailing of the design. So we have used applique, but जरूरी नहीं है हम हर जगह हाथ का काम डालेंगे या हर जगह ही हमें वो Swarovski डाल देंगे या कोई क्रिस्टल डाल देंगे. No, we'll not do that. We have different techniques. So here it's kept very subtle, very simple, yet it has a little theatrical value to it. So when we move ahead, if we see
even
this,
the balance, I'll say it's very creatively played.
With the chains that come in, so,
and everything, it's very creatively played.
So if somebody has a lot of metal in the room and you want to get that particular feel in the window, because curtain doesn't say anything on its own.
Yeah,
it's a part of the whole house.
It just ties up the entire room to it.
Absolutely. तो वो बहुत जरूरी है कि हम कोई ऐसा पार्ट देखें उस पर्टिकुलर कमरे के अंदर से, फिर हम उसको कैप्सुलेट करके उस कर्टन में डाल देते हैं. That's why there are so many techniques available at Zynna. I mean, there are just so many.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the only reason I said that. When I come here, it's like too much to offer. तो हमें choose करना मुश्किल लगता है, which is again, it is a huge compliment to you.
Thank you.
हमें बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है choose करना. बाकी shops में बड़ा सोच रहे होते हैं क्या लेना है. यहाँ के लगता है इनमें सब क्या ले.
We spoil you for the choices, and we enjoy doing that, and we are learning a lot from you, because आपसे हमें guidance मिलती है कि इस project में हमें और चाहिए था. So then that gives us the motivation
तो हर बारी कुछ नया चाहिए होता है ना. Otherwise, that's how designers think, because we need something new every time from you.
Because
it's challenging to do that. I understand.
The signature has to continue, and then yet you need some kind of creativity.
I'm sure it's very challenging, because हर बारी कुछ नया create करना भी मुश्किल होता है. Playing with the fabric, knowing how it will react. The chain cannot rust. ये नहीं हो कि आज chain लगा दी, कल को वो loop टूट गया. So there is so much that goes into it. हम तो सिर्फ ये chain देखते हैं, but उसके पीछे thought process कितना होता है.
And then I agree, but for us it's a pleasure more than a challenge.
Because you enjoy it.
हमें बहुत मजा आता है. हम R&D इतना करते हैं. We just keep on doing this R&D work. कई चीजें खराब होती हैं, कई चीजें अच्छी आ जाती हैं, but by and large it's working very well.
True. Let's look at the other things that you offer.
Yes, of course. So here again, while we're doing just the curtains, we're also having a lot of cushions. Okay. There are some throws, there are some runners. So here, if you see, we have combined a set where we have done a little bit of a crystal work on the cushions. So it looks very delicate, it looks very nice, yet it's not over the top. Zynna में कभी भी आपको कोई भी चीज ऐसी नहीं मिलेगी जो बहुत gaudy है, जो बहुत over, जिसको आप बोले कि बस. You would want a little more. So हम बस उतने भी छोड़ते हैं कि जब थोड़ी और चाह होती है.
हाँ, मतलब it's good not to go gaudy, because then shelf life कम हो जाती है. कितना time enjoy कर लेंगे हम उसे. एक साल देख लिया curtain को. When it's so much of color, so gaudy, उसके बाद वो देखा ही नहीं जाता. उसके बाद लगता है why did we choose it?
Yeah.
So it's always good to have something which can at least live its life.
Yeah, and I always say curtain is never a standalone.
Yeah.
It's in the room, so it always has to be a supporting element. You know, ये वो character actor होता है कि हमेशा इसको साथ तो रहना है. But maybe your main hero is your painting, is a sculpture piece. So it has to be correct, but it should never outshout.
Yeah.
Never. This is what we always believe.
True
in.
that. And what about this wall? When you say Australian basic casket, relaxed pipe, balloon, and inverted pipe.
So देखो जब आप market में बात करते हैं ना, जैसे any store that we talk, एक ये वाली blind मिलती है, अब उनको बोलते हैं
Basic.
हमें blind चाहिए, वो आपको ये दिखाते हैं.
Correct.
But worldwide this is not the case, right? Blinds are a very beautiful piece of art that has to be, you know, managed well. So here what we show is that a blind can be basic also. It can be piped. In the pipe blind, we have taken the pipes out
of the actual
When we
segment.
talk of the inverted pipe, we have taken the pipes inside. So you don't want to see the pipe, but you just want the blind coming in.
Oh, interesting.
Similarly, there is a relaxed blind and you know, an Austrian blind. A cascade has got different cascades falling.
Okay.
तो एक simple
It's like a
blind.
waterfall.
Absolutely. So एक simple blind को हमने इतने तरह से दे दिया है. This is what you know we believe because it's
So it's like creating design into every aspect that you touch.
absolutely and adding utility because it's not just for now. If somebody has a relaxed room, you don't want a formal blind
Yeah,
like this,
true that.
right? You may just need a rough-ish Austrian. कि एक blind है बस थोड़ी rough सी है.
It होता क्या है generally you're very right. Market में blind के नाम पे सिर्फ ये मिलता है.
Absolutely.
Most of the shops will be selling only this. And most of the tailors are also not equipped with terms like these.
They would not even understand.
Yeah.
I would, you know, I would say it very modestly that we are very well learned, very well, you know, we understand the line, and that's why we can, you know, also help the design fraternity to create better projects.
True.
Because
True
if
that.
they get some, you know, some particular thought in their mind, कि हमें कुछ detailing चाहिए या इस style की stitching चाहिए. It's not about the embroidery, it's also about the stitching.
Yeah.
लोगों को पता ही नहीं है.
I totally agree. Even they don't know what kind of a, you know, how many stitches should go in an inch. Because with every fabric, the amount of stitch count to that inch changes. But generally, standard machine होती है, बस वो पखियाँ चलाते जाते हैं.
बस that's it.
उनको ज़्यादा कुछ पता
And
नहीं
there will be
होता.
so much that we can talk. I think this can go on for about 4 hours.
Yes.
Hand hem है, ये वाला hem है, ये style है, पर्दे में इतने style है, बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए. And this is what, you know, we keep on giving to the market. That this is what the training is for everybody, or the understanding is for everybody. कि पर्दा खाली पर्दा नहीं है.
There is a lot
There
that
is a
goes.
lot that it speaks about.
And I think it's been a very informative trip with you today. All the details that we learned, all the new techniques that we learned, how chains have been incorporated, ropes used in curtains. I think it's been just an amazing thing. And tuxedo. Imagine हम अभी तक tuxedo सिर्फ कोट समझते थे, अब curtain भी है.
Yeah. So thank you very
So
much.
handsome gentlemen is still here. Available for hire.
Just waiting to dress up a little more.
Thank you so much. It's
Pleasure.
been really a very informative tour with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for getting us on the platform, and we're always there, you know, to serve you for your projects.
Looking forward to working with you.
Pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Thank you for being with us today. For any kind of interior or architecture design consultancy, you can contact us on www.ansainteriors.com. See you next week. Bye.